How's everybody doing? Okay, I don't have one of these fancy joke notebooks. I just sort of text everything to myself, which is really a bad idea, because when you send it to yourself, you also receive it. So before every show, I think I have double the material I have. So I got 10 minutes tonight. If I only go 5, you know why. I'll try to keep it simple, not repeat myself too much, because I see everything double, but yeah, here we go. So I text the jokes to myself, which is confusing, because I see and read everything twice. I'll try not to do that during the show, though.
Let's laugh him again.
So I'm from a small town way south, a little north of Detroit. It's called Chesterfield. Has anyone probably not heard of it? Yeah, we're from a small town. We're kind of pretending to be a big town right now. We're pulling out all the stops. We've got like all vegan restaurants and like a bowling alley, a crippling heroin problem, a movie theater. Like, we're really stepping up. And the bowling alley is really just a front for the heroin, so I don't know if I can count that. In fact, one time, 2 years ago, Christmas break, I went home and I made the mistake of going to that bowling alley for the purpose of bowling, which no one does since the drugs showed up. And we were the only people there bowling, and after a while I had to go to the bathroom. So I walk into the bathroom and walk straight in to 2 people, a man and a woman, viciously making love in the bathroom, completely fucking naked. Like, which is almost terrifying, the confidence you have to do that in a public place. They weren't even in the stall, they were in the open area in the bathroom, which is more confidence than I could ever dream of having at any point in my life. But, so I left pretty quick after making dead eye contact with the guy, which was weird enough. But I still had to go to the bathroom, so I saw the employee bathroom just down the hall, and I was gonna go use the employee bathroom, but I couldn't find any of the employees, so I'm like, they're probably in the employee bathroom, so I'm just gonna wait and see if anyone comes out. And then someone did come out of the men's bathroom wearing their employee uniform for the bowling alley. The man I had made eye contact with walked over to the counter and goes, "Yeah, would you like anything?" Which, ballsy move, make eye contact with me while you are completely naked, mid-fuck, and then act like it just wasn't happening 2 minutes later. Oh man. So, I should probably get a haircut soon. Everyone's telling me I need to get a haircut. The only problem with that is, I want to donate my hair, but I don't want short hair again, so I want to wait. And I know what you're thinking. Performing at a charity show, donating your hair, what a hero. I know. It's a heavy burden, but I do it. But the only problem I have with donating is, like, what have they ever done for me? You know? Like these kids with these diseases and everything. Like, I've never been helped by them. It'd be different if, like, I'm late for class. I'm trying to find a parking spot, but there's nothing there. And 10 minutes later, some little bald kid comes running up. "Hey, Josh! We got a spot for you over here." And I pull up and there's 3 more of them just blocking off the front of the spot. I would donate that day, right away. But to this point, like, nothing. So I'm gonna keep it until then. Oh gosh. So I thought of a new way recently to make sure whenever anyone gets hired, you're hiring the best people. And that's just, it's simple. We just have to change the way we do job interviews. The only problem is I need to wait to really reveal this to the public until I have a job, or I'll never be hired again. Because the problem is with job interviews, anyone can look like a good employee in an office, or like if you do an interview at like a coffee shop. Anyone can look like a reasonable employee, which is why I'm suggesting instead of that, whenever we do job interviews, do it in a car in rush hour traffic. That's how you'll figure out who your employee is. Just be like, "Oh, my biggest strengths, I think I'm good with people." Use your fucking turn signal! Yeah, I mean, people generally like, "Oh, you fucking whore!" Yeah, no, I'm really good with people. I think it's one of my better strengths. There you go. No one's hiding anything in the middle of traffic. So, I know I see some people that I recognize here and I've been fighting. I don't know if they've noticed I've been losing a little weight recently. I've been trying this new diet. It's one of these fancy Hollywood diets. It's really easy. You just eat 1 tapeworm, then whatever the fuck you want forever. And just pounds drop straight off. It's really great. Really great. Yeah. Okay. Where am I going? I got distracted. Alright, so a buddy of mine was telling me a story the other day about when he was little, he got caught smoking a cigarette by his mom, who then made him smoke the entire pack of cigarettes right there. Which seems like some just weird ass backwards punishment. Like, hey, we caught you doing a thing you don't like, now do that 10 more times right now. And it's like, what if we took that punishment strategy and brought it into the real world for real problems? Like, you're in court. Yes, we've found you guilty of murder. There are 12 people lined up out back. Go kill them all and you're free to go. Or if it was like, hey, you sexually assaulted 84 people, now you have to go produce Gangs of New York. Harvey Weinstein, always topical. So I had to learn about the real world pretty early. I remember the specific day. It was early September, about 17 years ago. Maybe you guys know what day I'm talking about. I was in kindergarten, I think, maybe first grade, I don't know. Sorry to date some of you. But, so I get pulled home from school, and I just remember my dad coming home that day. And he was just livid. He's screaming, how could this happen? This is so unfair, it's bullshit. Where was God during all of this? How could this possibly be happening? And it was that day that I learned no matter how good of a person you try to be, you can still get a parking ticket you don't deserve.
I like that one.
I like that one too. I like how you looked off the tree.
Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up here just a minute. I, just over a year ago, had an experience where I had a cancer scare, which was really fucking creepy. It was a testicular cancer scare, which is even better. That's always fun, right? I found out I was going to get a physical, and it was just a routine physical. I was trying to be a wrestler over the summer, because, you know, I'm running out of ways to disappoint my parents, and I figured my grades are good now, I gotta make up for it somehow. And I was getting the physical, and I remember specifically, the doctor was down. He was on one knee, but two knees makes a funnier visual. And he's checking, and he just goes, uh-oh. Now, I've been in a lot of scary situations in my life, and I'm sure we've all been in a few awkward sexual situations, but nothing will compare to having a grown man have my balls in his hand, look up and go, uh-oh. That was absolutely terrifying. So then I had to go get an ultrasound, which was a thing I never thought I'd ever have to experience as a male. But during the ultrasound, I thought I'd have a little bit of fun with the nurse, because I'm sure that's a weird job. That's a weird thing to have to do to, like, an adult male. So she's giving the ultrasound, and I just look up and go, so, is it a boy or a girl? Which is a good fucking joke. And she looks at me and goes, I don't think now is the time for humor. Yeah, that was fun. This wasn't awkward enough before, now I'm really just digging myself a hole. But then I got thinking later, like, who are you to say that that's not the time for humor? Like, if I have a potentially life-threatening disease and I want to make jokes about it, that's what I'm going to do. So I figured out how I'm going to die. And when I die, I'm going to do it in the most fun way possible. Let's bring the mood down a little bit. When I die, I'm going to kill myself. Don't freak out, it's okay. I'm going to have some fun with it. Because when I do it, I'm going to do it on a special day. And that day is going to be February 29th. So then every 4 years we get this like really sad Groundhog's Day where everyone's like peeking out their windows looking out like, oh, is he gonna be here? Is he gonna make it? Is he okay? Fuck, 4 more years of Josh. And that's all I got for everyone. Thank you.